Hello everyone, let me introduce the refrigeration equipment. The model of this equipment is DLZL-GR03 basic refrigeration equipment. The voltage for the equipment is 224 volt and frequency is 50 Hz. This is a leakage circuit breaker just like a general power supply. This is a fuse, pre-load of protection. This is the voltmeter and this is the ammeter. This is a power indicator, this is a key switch. This is an emergency stop. This is for our thermometer, corresponding to the inlet and outlet of compressor. These two are mainly for condenser outlet and the temperature of evaporation box. This is a controller. It manually controls the start and stop equipment and protect the compressor. This is the flow meter. It manually measures the flow rate and the outlet of the condenser. These 6 switches are for setting fault separately. It can be measured at least measuring points with the multimeter. There are signs under these 5 indicators. You can find the corresponding device according to the indicator signs. This is speed regulator. It's used to adjust the speed of the fan to absorb the cooling temperature of the condenser. This part is equivalent to the refrigeration system. There are 4 big components on it. This is the main component named the refrigeration compressor. The second part is a condenser. The third part is a throttling device. Normally one way is used. Now for showing you the experiment in details, we use 3 ways. The last big component is the evaporator. These 4 pieces are all the so-called 4 major pieces of the refrigeration. Now I will introduce the names of these components one by one. This is compressor. After the compressor comes out the solenoid valve. This is condenser. After the condenser, it goes through a flow sensor. The parameters it measured are displayed here. This is a liquid storage tank. Going down further is a solenoid valve. The solenoid valve plays a role of on-off of the circuit. This is a filter. The function is to filter out some dirty things in the internal circulation of the refrigeration system and prevent the throttling device from clogging. This is a high-pressure meter. This is a high and low voltage protector. It's mainly used to protect the compressor. You can set value on it. It's now a factory setting. Try not to ask students to adjust this value. This is a capillary device. This is throttling. This is an internal balance expansion value. It can be adjusted by the hand value. The last one is the hand value. Students can adjust the hand value according to their own situations to absorb the temperature and the pressure gauge. The most important thing is these components. We mainly talk about this one. This is a gas liquid separator. Take the evaporator for example. In the case of incomplete evaporations, to protect the compressor by the gas liquid separator and prevent refrigerant liquid from entering the compressor to damage the compressor. It mainly discharges high pressure and high temperature gas. It sucks in low temperature and low pressure gas. Low temperature and low pressure gas become low temperature and high pressure gas through the compressor. We can also see from here. Through solenoid valve. Through the reservoir. The liquid storage tank is mainly to use stored refrigerant liquid. Then absorb the state of the refrigerant in the pipe through the side glass. This is the filter device. After coming over, it is divided into 3 channels. The first channel is mainly through the capillary. If you don't use this channel, you can turn off this value. The following are the same. It will pass through the evaporator here. The evaporator is in a state of heat absorption and heat dissipation, mainly to cool the surrounding air. Then here is a gas liquid separator. Then back to the compressor. This is internal cycle of refrigeration. Power on now. Be sure to check beforehand that the power supply of the equipment is 224 volts. Then power on. Now turn the key switch to the right, the light is flashing. This is power on delayed. The compressor will start working in about 4 minutes. Wait about 3 or 4 minutes. Now the device has started. This light is always on. All devices are running. Try not to touch the red pipe with your hands because it's hot. Now we can see that there is a liquid passing through this. This is to reduce the temperature of the refrigerant through the condenser. Here is also low temperature and high pressure liquid. At present, there are 3 rows are going this way. Go this way through the capillary. You can also look at the state with arrows and the switches, generally tilting to the left and the largest state. Through the capillary. It's okay to touch the blue pipe by hand after running for a while. This play is cool. Let's look at the thermometer. The thermometer shows the temperature of the controller. These 2 temperatures have 1-to-1 correspondence. Now the temperature we set now is below 0. The whole system will be turned off if the temperature is higher than 6 degrees. This device will run automatically while the controller is running. This light will keep flashing. Also, after 4 minutes, the equipment is running again. This is to adjust the fan speed. We can see that the fan is rotating slowly now. It can also be judged by hearing. Slowly the fan will stop, then the pressure will be increased. And the temperature will also increase automatically. Please don't try to do this operation for a long time. When this experiment is done, the key needs to be switched to the left positions and the device will be turned off directly. During the running of the equipment, normally check the innermost pressure at around 1 MPa. If a low pressure meter pointing above 0 degrees is okay, if this equipment has less refrigerant, the pressure will not reach 1 MPa. We can charge with the refrigerant through this place. Turn on the device before charging refrigerant. The premise need to vacuum. This can be unscrewed. Refrigerant can be charged here. Be sure to charge R1348 type. Don't charge with the wrong type. If after well above 20 minutes of running, temperature will become 0, then the whole device will be turned off.